This is the Triumph Pea Shooter conversion, part 3. On the bike at the moment I've got the standard carb set up with the 2 C3 needles and the 105 jets I think in there, and the 50 choke jet and stuff like that. But these carbs here, I've got a new set of 2 A1 needles there. I've got some bigger main jets, 220s there, 210s in there. I think they're all just 200s in the carbs at the moment. Need to take these carbs apart so I can rejet them and put smaller pilot jets in. I think, I don't know if you can see this, we'll try and see if we got that. That's what I've got in the bike at the moment, with the 25 pilot jet, 50 choke jet, 105 needle. I've put a 2.5 slide in there to make it richer on takeoff, and I've got the 2 C3 needle in the air jet. And these other carbs I want to set up like this, so I have the smaller choke jet, smaller pilot jet. That slide I'm still going to use a 2.5 slide in there, not a 3.5, and use a 2 A1 needle and take out the air jet. And there's something on here about where did I read it? Initial settings. 1 second, get that out of the way. Oops. Right, this is about the like if you add a megaphone, increase the size of the main jet 2 or 3 sizes from the stock setting. I tried that before and it just hunted on me, it just wouldn't go anywhere. But it says change the slide to a number 2, and I've got a 2.5 in there, so 2 will make it richer. So everything there seems to point to making it richer, but my bike is already running rich. Right, it's where are we going here? Often a 4-stroke bike fitted with megaphones has a rich spot at quarter throttle, which is what mine is doing. Double charge, blah 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 blah. It says something about drilling out the bleed hole in the pilot jet a few thousandths. Yeah, but needle jet, sorry. I ain't going to do that because I haven't got a few thousandth drill. The same as air cleaners. I've got the air cleaners I've got in mind are them bloody expensive ones. Now what the fuck are they called? You know the ones, you know the fucking expensive ones. I don't know. Anyway, I've got to take all that stuff off, and what I'm going to do as well, what I took off before, rather than mess around with all the chokes and everything, I'm just going to use these chokes here, these the cable choke rather than the lever choke, because these are new, so that'd eliminate any possibility of the chokes leaking. The cold start to Triumph owners leaking. So we'll give that a go in a minute, and we'll just rebuild these and get these up and running on the bike and see what happens. Let's see what I've got in here. These are the carbs that I sonically cleaned the other week on one of the other videos. So they're probably well clean enough on the inside, so I shouldn't have to clean much of it a bit off. lovely and clean in there. I need to check what size the jets, the cold start jet is, and the pilot jet. I need to check them. And that's what we got in there. There's a 200 in there. It's a standard main jet. What I'll do is I'll put the new 210s in there, because I do recommend that you with the unleaded fuel, that you up the jet, up the size of the main jet. So we put a couple of new 210s in there. Right, as always, I need my spanner. Let's have some of that. Pretty naff them ones anyway, they're pretty dirty, well used. There we are. Needle what's coming out. So it's the old 2C3. Not going to use that. Is that done? Is that going there? Nope. What size is that? I can't see. There we go, cut the plastic off a bit. So it can go in there, drop it in nicely, press and twist. This is the cold start jet, so see what size that is. That is also, that's a 35. So choke jet 35, which is what we want. We want a 15 pilot jet really. Which I thought we wanted a 25. It's a 30. That's a 30. Right, these are the other AMAL Carbs that I've put on with a different jet in. I've put 220 main jets in these now. With the EPA, the non-EPA settings with the 15. Number 15 pilots, 35 chokes. But guess what? It's still got that. Fucking hell. I'll tell you something, you don't off go when you open it up. It's just that fucking initial. I'm gonna. Yeah, well, I can definitely tell the difference in the in that dead spot when you just blip it. It's got a fucking dead spot. Let's go down that way for a change. I've got a number 3 slide in it at the moment, and they recommend if what I read earlier on, if you're using reverse code megas or whatever, they reckon a number 2 slide. That'll probably sort out that. Okay, now this has got some fucking. This has got some power now. This is ridiculous. I think I just got to change them slide over to the 2.5, and I think my problems are solved. Just keeps picking up all the time. I like this. I like it until I have to pull away and get that dead spot. So I've got to fucking fix that dead spot. So I reckon 2.5 cutaway slides. Let's give it a little bit richer mixture of pulling away. You know, 0 to 8 throttle or whatever it is, coming off a pilot. Oh yeah, I'll put the the cable choke, I'll put them back on because I couldn't be bothered to mess around with all the linkage of the lever choke, so I put the cable chokes back on. I've ordered a new one of the choke lever, because this choke lever, you turn it on, it just goes off by itself. There's no stiffness to it. So go around, go back, check the plugs, see what the plugs look like, see if there's any improvement. And then the black ones I had yesterday, yeah, go on, fucking you should take some stupid fucking sunglasses off, she might better see where she's fucking going. Yeah, a bit of luck. Club should be alright on this. Feels it's alright. It hasn't conked out on me yet through plugs oiling up. Oh, I better not overdo it. I'll put those actually I'll put those 2.5 slides in, and there's no, I mean it seems to be right when I open up slightly now, there's no sort of like stumble, there's no miss. Let it defrottle. Then I put away and there's no miss there, it comes on instantly. So the 2.5, the number 2.5 slides are the way to go to stop that stumble when pulling away. Actually ticked over a bit better as well when I started it up. And it revved quite high when I, from the last adjustment from the free slides. So I had to lower the slides down a little bit. And these are brand new slides, so they shouldn't have any play in there, in the chambers of the carbs. So that probably helps as well. So at the moment, everything seems to be seems to be revving up with no dead spot. A little bit of one there. I suppose the only way to get rid of that really is to speed the tick over up to about 1200, I think it is. That's my mate Dave.
think it was anyway. Be a bit daft to like flying up next to him, alright Dave, and it's not him. One of the old farts. Got a new Triumph. I do like this sort of like the droning noise when you defrottle on this, so you can hear the boom that the exhausts make. Around the outside. Ramp. Have to check my plugs now. I think I'm going to leave the carbs as they are for the moment. I just have to put up with that really slight dead spot now on the when I blip it. I bet I just don't blip it. That's good enough for the summer, I reckon. It'll do me. Right, let's have a look at the plugs, shall we? See what condition they're in. Right, just come back, so we're going to check the plug condition and see what it looks like compared to the other two. Come on. Right, what we got? Got a little bit of the insides now, which is still more improvement. It's better than it's probably about the best what I've had it so far. So it's looking alright. It might have got darker because it was ticking over on the ticking over for a little bit before I turned it off. So I should have just turned it off mid-flight, as it were. So I would have probably got a better reading. But you know, that's alright. That'll do me for now. It's looking good for now. It's better than it was anyway. What I'll do is I'll leave a spreadsheet up at the end of the video with all the settings that I've done and the adjustments I've made to these carbs to use the Pea Shooters. So thanks for watching. This is all I'm going to do for this bike for the moment until I'm probably going to buy some number 2 slides, but that's going to be a later date. So when I get them I'll carry on with this. Until then, this is staying as it is, and that'll do me for now. So thanks for watching, I'll see you later.